I'm gonna say this gently, gently. Nobody is buying your buses, okay? Stop making, okay, listen, you can do whatever you want, but when I see all of these rooms in Lost Ark that are like, buy my bus, 18K, one spot left, it's just like, nobody is gonna buy your bus. And okay, I have so much to say on this topic. Thank you so much for rating the Cute Doll podcast on Spotify 5 stars. I've cleared Valdez Gates 12 times, Akon Gates 41 times, K Angel, that includes hard mode, Gates 80 times, Vicus hard 74 times, Circus 119 gates cleared, Brel, that includes hard mode, 169 times, and Voltan hard 27 times. And all of my clears are posted on my TikTok and my YouTube at Cute Doll. So this is Cute Doll, twitch.tv/Cute Doll, and people are selling these buses in Lost Ark. I have very strong feelings towards this. So, okay, there's many different aspects. I'm just like trying to orient myself how to begin this discussion because I'm going to go from multiple points of views. You're ruining the game. Let's start with the most important aspect. You're ruining the game, okay? If anybody in the whole game is sold on the idea that if you can buy a run and get mats and get gear and craft gear, that your life will be better, you are extremely wrong, okay? Because when you get the next set of gear, you're not going to know how to do a raid, and you're going to have to buy the next gate, and you're going to have to buy the next dungeon. So, first of all, I don't know who is buying these buses, okay? I don't know who's buying them, but it's ruining... Okay, I'm trying to be careful with my words, but I really just do want to say it's like ruining the game for you. Like, when you go to a bus, they require that you take off your armor. So you're dead on the floor, so you don't even get to experience the Legion raid, which for me, personally, is my favorite part of Lost Ark. It are the Legion raids and Abyssal dungeons. Everybody's different. Everybody likes it for different things, but that's my favorite thing. So I'm just thinking, and these things are like super expensive. So you're paying a person who like overgeared themselves and already has a lot of gold and already is like selling jewelry and all the drops they get from all their dungeons, all the things they can farm at higher levels and sell to everyone else. You're paying them like the whole price, like more than the whole price of the raid, like 18K gold, to take you to a dungeon so you can lay on the floor dead and get some eyeballs to make a piece of armor that you don't... How is that sustainable? Okay, because for me, one of my major sources of gold, and there are gold guides on YouTube. I do not recommend this, but I have 6 characters on every server except the new server. I only have 1 character on that server. So I have, give me a second. I think that's 25 characters. Excel for the win. 6 times 4, it's 24 plus 1 is 5. So I have 25 characters that are 15, 20 plus. And so I can like go run dungeons all day. That's what I do. I do extreme horizontal gameplay. I only recommend it if you have like a lot of free time, which I pretty much decided I'm just going to play Lost Ark for the rest of my life. So I'm like, I have time to do dungeons and play multiple characters, but more people would like do a more narrow approach and do vertical leveling on their characters, but I only like focus on like 3 characters that are 1600 plus, and the rest of them are like 1540 or 1520, and I farm like lower dungeons with them for fun. So Legion raids are a form of gold. So you can get like 10k from a Legion raid, like a con. The prices have changed, but I remember like one time like K-Angel Hard was like 6,400 gold. I don't have the exact table, but once again, that information is out there in Excel spreadsheets by people who keep this stuff updated. But you don't get very much gold for Legion raids, especially if your raid fails and you don't make it past a couple of gates, okay? So you already don't have gold there. So the only way I could see it viable is if you're like cash shopping. Like there is a legal way in Lost Ark in order to exchange your currency from cash shop, like US dollars, to in-game currency gold. So if you do that exchange, that currency exchange, you can get a lot of gold, and then you can go ahead and buy whatever you want. You could buy costumes. Are you using that money to buy buses? I don't know, because that's like the only way I see that you can do pay for your bus. Another way you could do it is like you could be doing unit tasks. Honestly, that does not give you a lot of gold, especially if you're only on like one server. Like I'm on all 5 servers, so I don't see how that's sustainable at all for you to like fund all of your characters and your quarters with just like unit tasks that are capped per server, so by roster. So okay, so more about okay, it's too expensive. I don't see how it's sustainable. Okay, let me look at okay, who is buying these buses? So it's ruining the game economy. It's not a game anymore if you're just encouraging people to be dead on the floor. I think it's actually really selfish, because you're just gonna, the people who are running the bus are just playing the game with their friends, and they're just doing what they would have normally done, even especially if it's a higher level raid, like like an end game raid, that they would be doing it anyway, right? And then they just get extra money to like bring someone along. But the thing is like, it's not like they're asking for like 100 gold, which even so I wouldn't go, because I'm a streamer and I don't want to be dead on the floor while everyone's having fun, especially since you can only play each Legion raid once per character. So that's like a huge no for me. But they should, for people who really want to buy the bus should be like 100 gold. Like, oh, we have a free spot, just give us 100 gold and go with them. But it's like 18,000 gold. It's like super locked. And I honestly don't think anybody should be buying these things like buses, because as I said, it's ruining the game economy, because the rich is getting richer. Who cares though, right? Like, I don't care. Like, they're always going to be richer than us. But it's like I'm like, the fact that like they are forcing people to remove their armor and not play the game. We'll carry you, but, and you have to pay us. We'll give you quote unquote a free box. I always see that free box. And I'm like, I bet you if this game does not have it, but if this game had like a 0.01% roll item that was like 1 billion gold worth, because my other games like Granado Espada had that, but everybody got their own roulettes, so that was like your own. But like literally at the end of a clock tower on every floor, it's a 24-man raid, 24 roulettes would come up on the screen and you see what everybody got, and everybody got 2 items per roulette. So it was a really good system for that raid. But this raid, I bet you if something good was in that box, they're basically saying free box, you get more eyeballs, right? Or whatever the mat is to make your gear. But they're just saying they won't bid against you, because obviously they don't need it. But then if it was like a rare drop, like this does not exist, but theoretically, I bet you that one of those mean bus people would just take the box. They would outbid everybody and just take it. But that situation doesn't really happen because the drops are pretty mild in Legion raids. Oh, yeah, they're pretty mild. But yeah. I know there is like one extremely rare item that can drop from a Legion raid. I've never seen a drop before. So I don't know if it goes in the roulette or if it goes in your inventory directly. But I'll let you know once I find that out. Okay. Yeah, so if they're doing end game content, they're already getting gold for clearing the dungeon by themselves. Okay? They always say ready to go. Of course you're ready to go. Like, yeah, you're not going to fill your bus. Nobody's going to buy that bus. Poor people can't afford that bus. And everybody that cannot afford that bus should know better that it's just a cycle, and you have to learn the raid. There is no way around it. You have to learn the raid. You have to go. You have to play the game. It's the only way, because it's gonna happen again. You're gonna need it for the next gear set and the next gear set and the next gear set. You're gonna need it for your next elixirs. You're gonna need it forever. You're gonna need that skill to learn how to clear Legion raids. Okay, so they're just going with their friends and just taking your gold. And I really want to know who's buying these buses. And I was doing a little brainstorming about it yesterday, and I was like, all right, maybe they're taking their friends, right? Like when they say okay, let's say oh, that's my friend, so I'll buy his bus. I was thinking that, right? And then I was like, wait, if you're somebody's friend, why would you charge them $18,000 to come to your raid? Like, that's not right. Anyways, so that's another reason I disagree with it. The only viable thing I can see a bus working is if it's a famous streamer that everybody wants to play with, that they want a spot in there, that they want to support their streamer or whatever, and they want to be on the stream, so they will buy a bus from their favorite streamer to be in the same party, in the same raid, in the same vicinity within their streamer. That is the only way I see it being viable. If you're just some rando selling overpriced bus to carry yourself, especially if it's an endgame bus that you're getting gold for anyway, I do not think that your plan is working. I do not think that's working. So yeah. So I need to know. DM me on Instagram. Let me know if you're buying this bus, why you are buying these buses. I need to know, because I've been brainstorming. I've been doing so much thinking about this yesterday, and I just could not think of any way that anybody would come to really buy a bus unless it was super duper duper cheap. But still, I don't justify it, because you're beat down on the floor, so you're not even playing the game. So what fun is that? Okay. So I want to know, let me know in my Instagram DMs, what is going on with these buses? Who is consuming these? Are they even getting sold? Maybe this isn't even a legitimate topic. Maybe these buses don't even get filled up. Maybe they never go clear. Maybe they never go. Maybe they never go. Follow me, twitch.tv/cutedoll. Rate me 5 stars on my podcast, Cute Doll, on Spotify.